Welcome to Sage Circle. I'm Amythyst. We are doing a pick a pile today with channeled messages from Goddess Isis and your higher self about what you need to work on your spiritual journey at this time, all from that internal space without the outside influences of our everyday life. Okay, what you need to work on. This is actually the third time I have started this recording. The time has lapsed so much that the sun is now setting, coming across the cards, as you can see, and there's not much I can do about that. I'm set up and I'm sitting out my back patio, so my husband's not home, he's off doing other things, so I thought I'd sit out in his space and do some cards, but please excuse the sun, that's just how it's going to be. I'm not going to shift again. So I do not use WhatsApp and I will not contact you cold canvassing for work. If anybody is mimicking myself or my channel, please report to YouTube and myself. The deets will be in the description box. Thank you. I did initially say I was going to be doing some festive readings before Christmas and things like that, and I just didn't do it. I had other things I chose to focus on at the time that were important, so I have no regrets. Here I am now. Thank you for your patience. So we've got 5 piles to choose from. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As you can see, I've already pre-shuffled a whole heap of stuff up there, and I will be pulling out a card for each pile from the Paradise Found Oracle to determine exactly what each pile, as I hit that pile, needs to focus on to do with their higher self and their spiritual journey from internal. Okay, and I've got a whole heap of other cards out as well. I'll be using my own published deck, the Whimsical Bitch Oracle, too. So this is pile 1, and let's see what we need from the Paradise Found deck. What is the messages? What do we need to work on? Thank you. Oh, wow. Dream time. Look at that. It's beautiful. See the snake? Ooh. So basically, straight away, the messages are, don't give up on your dreams. Whatever it is that you're dreaming and wishing and hoping for, it could be to get married to somebody, a particular person. It could be, I can't even think. It could be moving house. It could be starting university. It could be having a baby. It could be adopting a child. It could be, moving cities. It could be anything to that degree. And what Spirit's saying is that do not give up on whatever your dream is, regardless of what's going around you. Remain focused. Okay, just remain focused. So, Queen Isis, please come through. What would you like? Look at the light pouring off this. It's almost like it's supposed to be. What would you like pile 1 to know? What is your message to them for this particular reading? The Wings of Isis. So it says you have a special spiritual relationship with the angelic worlds. Part of your soul purpose is to birth angelic consciousness and values such as fearlessness, compassion, and service into the human culture. This oracle also brings you angelic assistance, intervention, and confirmation too. Okay, so we've got some confirmation going on here. All right, now let's go on to the next lot of cards. I'll just pull all these out and then I'll channel. Magic Stream. Wow. You can't see them properly, but it is what it is. Now, there is a crane on this card, or a stork, I suppose, and generally that would mean, birth and pregnancy and things like that. But for this particular pile, if that's not what your, journey is about, it's about the birth of a new idea, the pregnant, prosperous, daydream that you're going through. Share the love. Nice. Oh, a lot of yellows here. Share the love. Release. Yellows and greens. Purples and nurture yourself. Again, the yellows. So got a fair bit of heart chakra stuff going on here, and solar plexus. So there's also solar plexus up in the higher chakras here, but we've also got the green for the heart chakra. So you might need to definitely be working on your heart chakra and your solar plexus chakra at this time. Spirit, what would you like to say? Isis, what would you like to say to this particular pile about working on what their dreaming is, their daydream, their dream time? Yeah, Isis is saying that people really need to not worry so much about how things are going to fall into place. Just have faith and keep moving forward. Just make phone calls if you need to. Get a diary, jot things down, get a pocket notebook if you need to, a calendar notebook, and just write down affirmations every single day. Make calls if you need to. Contact establishments, organisations, whatever it is that you're bringing into fruition. If you're thinking about starting a small business but you're not sure about the insurance to go for and things like that, really dig deep. Now's that time not to worry about the hows and the whys. Just really show that extra mile to your higher self. Your higher self is saying to you, looking down into your core, into your system, going, we've got your back, I've got your back, I know what you're doing, you know, like Spirit and I have your back, we know what you're trying to do, we know what you're trying to achieve, and now you just need to actually let us help you with that. Have faith, okay? So what else have we got here? We've got this other little deck. Let's shuffle. What else we got coming on? Just let me pull out something from that. Yeah, cleaning house. Okay. So magic stream, magic is on your side, luck is on your side. You might come into this really important abundance phase in your life at the moment. Abundance doesn't mean money necessarily. It could mean opportunities. It could mean pathways and doors that open for you that you wouldn't imagine. It could just be an opportunistic conversation that you have with a random stranger on public transport. Whatever the hell it is to you, this is what's going on. Spirit has your back. You are blessed. You have magic on your side. There's a magic stream. So what you can maybe do is do a short meditation, 5 or 10 minute meditation, and imagine yourself at that stream, filling up your cup with your desire, with whatever it is that your dream time, you're daydreaming about, okay? And we have share the love. So this basically means from Spirit that you need to share that information out with people that you love and care for. But be careful who you love and care for with the information you give, because not everybody is humble or wholeheartedly invested in your endeavor as much as you are. It's your own life, okay? There's 2 people in the background here. There could be some romantic relationships coming into fruition for you right now, and you're on the very, very right path. If you pick pile 1 and that's what you're inquiring about, Spirit says go for it, but come from that internal space, okay? We've got release, nurture, cleaning house. So release what no longer serves you. If friendships, relationships, old relationships, old friendships, clothes that don't fit you, food that you don't feel healthy when you eat anymore, you know, whatever it is that you need to pull from, call in that angelic realm, call in the angels, call in Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, since there's a lot of green and stuff going on in this pile. Call in that level of assistance, because you're going to get your needs met, but don't think you're doing it alone. Again, Isis says down here, this oracle also brings you angelic assistance, intervention and confirmation too, okay? So if something doesn't fall into place, don't flip out about it. Maybe you miss an appointment, it's for a reason, okay? It could have saved your life that day by not going on the road or what have you, all right? And nurture yourself, nurture your dream. These colours in this card are quite similar to the colour in here, okay? There's similar colours going on here. So Spirit wants you to know that you have to face whatever it is that you're trying to do from that wholehearted space, from that nurturing space. Again, don't worry if people around you don't hold the same vision of you for your own life. Just push forward, okay? Cleaning house. What doesn't serve you? What doesn't work for you? Old thought patterns, again, old friendships, things in your life that aren't good for you. It could be alcohol, it could be substance abuse, it could be tobacco, it could be too much chocolate, it could be anything, just lack of ambition sometimes. It just could be little things that you're coming from in yourself. Remember, this is all internal. This is not about the external world, about what we're aspiring to work on with our higher self and Isis, all right? But cleaning house, you might need to actually clean your house. You might be getting ready to do a spring clean and you just needed that confirmation. Spirit saying do it now. What else we got? Protecting treasure. So protecting what is yours, protecting what you love, and whether it's family, friendships, a relationship, you know, your prized possessions. It could be books that you own. It could be a book that you've been writing. It could be anything. Whatever it is, you are protected. Spirit is saying they are sitting down. There is a woman here that, let's just say that's Isis, because we can, is resting on your treasure chest. Whatever's in that treasure chest, only you will ever know. But you are guarded. You are protected, okay? You've got the crown here to show that you are in that sovereign energy, all right? You're protected. Coming apart. Wow. And goblins. Yeah. Okay, so coming apart. This is your higher self, again, looking down through your core, through your whole system, not so much a physical system, but your whole soul system, looking right down through, going, we're having an ascension. There's some growth here. We're pulling apart from what we've got going on around us. What we really need to do is not think that we are separate from ourselves, but we are growing. There's growth in ourselves. Snakes, if they don't shed their skin, they will actually die. So basically, this is what's going on for you. When a snake sheds its skin, it is an odd thing to watch, and I guess it could be a little eerie for some people, but this is obviously what's going on for you. There's some sort of a layer that is shedding from you right now, and even though that layer will remove itself from your system, be conscious of that. Come into that space of consciousness, hold space of that, and really acknowledge the shift that's happening for you, because you'll be better for it. You'll be more rooted and grounded in what you've got going on in your own internal thought processes. Just because you're shedding layers, it doesn't mean that you're separate from those around you in your life. It just means that you are having a layer removed from you that others can't see or don't care for at this time, okay? What else we got here? Pull out the steps. What else we got, Spirit? I've got to get through 5 piles, guys. Ascension flame. I did say there's some ascension going on here, all right? Wow, look at the colours popping off that. Whoa, solar plexus. Please work on your solar plexus, okay? Now, the Goblins card, I did say before that you need to be mindful of who you share your thoughts, your dreams, your aspirations, your dream time information with, what your goals are, what you're hoping to achieve. Sure, you might want to open a shop, you might want to open a small business, you might want to open an online little business of some sorts, but you don't need to give everybody the absolute insides and outsides of your business, whether it be an actual business or your private business, your thought spaces and things like that when it comes to what you're trying to achieve. Yes, if you've got a husband or wife, of course. Yes, if you've got a long-term partner or whatever, to that capacity, of course. But just be mindful, because not everybody wants you to have that growth, because that means they have to reflect on themselves. Cool. The great work and detachment. So, Spirit, Isis. Yeah, Isis said there's definitely an ascension coming for you guys, pile 1, particularly in the next couple of weeks, 4 to 6 weeks. And she's saying that what you need to do is drink clear liquids if you can. If you can't drink a clear liquid, have a cup of tea without the milk, or have a herbal tea instead of a black tea. You know, don't try and have real dark things. If you do have coffee, just lighten up a bit on the coffee. Try and have coconut water if you're allowed to drink coconut water. Have blended juices, even though that's not clear, you could still put clear things in them. Like you might be able to put aloe vera and cucumber and things like that in a blendy drink, and have that with a bit of ice and stuff and some mint, and blend it up that way. She's saying that you need to eat clear foods and cleaner foods if you can at this time, because you won't feel so sluggish, because this ascension is going to be very short and sweet, but it's going to be very powerful. Again, with the snake shedding its skin, it's a bit of a process. You'll feel it, okay? You're going to feel it physically, maybe even mentally. Not so much emotionally, but physically and mentally you're going to feel it. So you just need to be clear in your system. The great work, what Spirit's saying about that is that, you know, we're always moving forward in our life. Every season that we have, there's always movement. We don't sit still because it's winter, even though technically that's a season of hibernation and blah, 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 all those types of things. We're structured different as the creatures that we are. So even though we might feel we're stepping from one season of our life into another, it doesn't mean that we're still not propelling forward, or there's still forward movement. You might have to stop and pull back for a while from doing some things, as I did. I pulled right back from this YouTube channel for a while because I had to focus on other things that were a part of my everyday living. And even though you guys and my followers or subscribers and my Facebook as well are part of my everyday life, in my private world, I really needed to realign, and that's what I did. So that's a confirmation for you guys, okay? And detachment, again, coming apart. This is what's going on for you. You're having a detachment at the moment. Can I have another Isis card, please? And then I'm just going to pull 2 or 3 of my own whimsical bitch oracle for this pile, and then we're done. We're moving on to the next pile. Oops. What have we got here? Heaven, Queen of Heaven. Wow. The Queen of Heaven, the Divine Empress of the Skies, acknowledges your feminine authority now as a man or a woman. You have a life path of spiritual leadership to bring qualities of mercy, compassion, and wisdom into the world. Wow. So whatever it is that you're aiming, whatever your dream is or your long-term goal is, don't give up on the dream because you've got other things going around you in your life at this time. This is a confirmation here. Spirit's got your back. You have a soul mission here, okay? You have a life path of spiritual leadership to bring qualities of mercy, compassion, and wisdom into the world, however that may look for you. Can I just have 2 or 3 cards out of the Whimsical Bitch Oracle, please? My own deck. We've got sub-account. The pendulum always swings back. Can I just have 1 more? Oops. Nirvana, my mirror. Okay. And I've got 1 on my lap. Jealousy is a disease. Okay. As with the Goblin card, right? So sub-account, there's multiple different meanings for that particular card in my deck. For this particular account, it means sorry for this particular account, for this particular pile, what it means right now is that you need to focus on storing your energy, your finances, your love, your time, whatever, putting it somewhere separate, filling up your cup, topping yourself up constantly to hit those goals and dreams and aspirations that you want. You might want to enroll in nursing, you might want to work with childcare, you know, you might want to switch careers, you might be ready to have a baby, fall pregnant, whatever your long-term dream is. You might want to get all your COVID shots if that's what you're into, if you choose to vaccinate, and you might want to travel around the world by the end of this year and things like that and start moving around. Like, put that energy into that. Make a separate mental and emotional bank within yourself where you store that, okay? I've really got to keep moving. Nirvana, my mirror, what you get out, the universe matches. If you put out fear, the universe will match that, because the universe doesn't understand that you're a human having an anxiety attack. What they see it is as energy. That's how spirit sees it. It's energy, right? Call on your angels, call on the angelic realm, and the pendulum always swings back. So again, Nirvana, my mirror, what you put out is what you get back in. It's constant perpetual movement, as with this card here, okay, the way I explained it. That's a good little confirmation. And jealousy is a disease. Again, not everybody wants you to move forward, not everybody wants you to get married, not everybody wants you to be happy. So just be mindful of that, all right? Just be mindful, but really work on whatever it is your dream is at this time. Don't give up on your dream, because others aren't up for you to have that dream, all right? What have we got here? Okay, pile 2. What have we got here? So as I said, initially I'll be pulling a card from the Paradise Oracle to determine what each individual person needs to work on. Oops, I'm just trying to pick the deck up. At this time in their life, with their higher self and their spiritual self, okay? With your spirit guide at this point in time, Goddess Isis, and your higher self, what do you need to work on? We've got victory. Wow. Look at this dude's eyes. We've got victory. Wow, beautiful. So let me just see what's going on here. Isis, what would you like to say? We've got Temple of Carnelian. It is time to trust in your own boldness and courage, taking risks that feel true to your heart and engaging in practices that make you feel truly and genuinely alive, embodied, and more of yourself, even if not always comfortable, are going to help you live the life you were born to live. Wow. Sorry about the view. I did start this reading. This is the 3rd time I've done this recording now. I haven't gotten this far through actually, but the phone kept stopping. I'm recording on my phone, and then I had a phone call come through, and normally I could pause the video, but it completely cut the video off. So I was a portion of the way through video 1 and it cut off. So the way the sun is moving around my yard now, it's actually coming across the screen. So sorry about that. Right, so let me see what these other cards say before I continue to channel. Heal the ouch. Heal the ouch. Shine. Beautiful. Open up. Wow. And we've got observe. All right. Sweet. Just let me channel for a minute. Isis, what would you like to say? Yeah. All right. So, Isis wants you to know that you can heal. Whoa. You can heal what you've been through in your life and still hit that space of victory. Your overall message from your higher self and Goddess Isis at this time is to not give up on your victory, whatever that means to you. People sort of treat victory like a destination, I suppose. People treat victory like a destination. That makes perfect sense, because what people think is once they jump all these hurdles and knock off a mortgage and have babies and a car and a dog and a cat and a house, whatever the hell it is to the individual, they hit that pocket right at the end of the line there and go, oh, well, that wasn't very victorious, or that wasn't how I thought it was, or I'm never going to hit my goals, or I can't do this, or I can't do that. And what she's saying is that while we're on our healing journey, while we've got people in our life that soothe and help heal us as well as we soothe and help ourselves, because remember, these readings today are coming from your own internal beacon, not so much from an outside source. This is from an internal, from your higher self and Isis, okay? And she's saying just because we are healing in our life at this time, it doesn't mean that we're not victorious. It doesn't mean that we have to hit the end of a road, or hit the end of the driveway, or hit the end of a path, or hit the end of something for us to go boom, tapped into it. Oh, there's my victory. No, we're victorious every single day. Every day we wake up and go, yeah, we're going to get this shit done today. That is victorious. Even if we wake up and go, you know what, I'm not feeling it today, it'll be there tomorrow. That is still victorious, because you made that conscious decision to decide what was happening in your life that day, okay? So that's what the heal the ouch is about. You're still hitting the victory. I am getting a very clear message from Isis that there is, for those of you that are in a newer relationship, and a newer relationship could be a year or two in, or only just met somebody, or however long, it's just a newer sort of romantic relationship, or platonic, but more so romantic. She's showing me that that person, whoever it is in your life, is healing you in ways that they don't fathom, and that you're probably really on board with that. Or if you're not woken up to that yet, you're about to be very soon. Goddess is going to show you something in your life that you will understand if you haven't already. But the person that is healing you, it's just purely their presence, their love, their energy, and their care. And what Spirit's saying is that in itself is a blessing from the heavens. That is a blessing from Spirit in itself, because they're completely unaware. Sure, you might talk about it with them and they go, oh yeah, that's nice, but they don't grasp the capacity and the depth of the healing that they're giving you, allowing you to have that inner beacon glow, to contact and connect proper with your higher self. It's fucking phenomenal, right? And we've got shine. So I just mentioned the beacon. Look at the sun shining off this card. Wow. Beautiful. Oh, you might need to do some work with your throat, your third eye, and your solar plexus. Actually, solar plexus come up in the pile 1 as well, so you might need to suss out pile 1. But what Spirit's saying is that now is the time. Again, just because we've got some wounds going on in your life, it doesn't mean you're not victorious. You have to focus on your victory, like you're living in your victorious moment now. Every day is a victory, every day is a bonus, every day is an added blessing, and really come from that space, okay? Open up your heart space. Now this time we've got the crown, and we've got the root chakra going on here, and those other colors to me, and pouring up through her hands, that would be the soul star chakra. So what Spirit's saying is that you're actually really right up in your higher realms at the moment. You're really working on those higher spaces and higher chakras, but you need to work on your root to keep you grounded, because the purple's down the bottom. So what Spirit's saying is, in order for you to tap that and hit that victory in yourself and know, wow, I'm having some growth here, or wow, I've had a bit of an ascension, or wow, I'm kind of really attuning to what's going on around me at the moment and my inner self, you need to do some work on your root chakra as well as the solar plexus, and observe. I really like this card. It's an odd card because it's the same woman 4 times over, observing herself. She's looking at herself, and there's all the chakras, like the, Rainbow Queen is coming through here, and Isis is saying that you need to take an observation at yourself. Look at yourself from every angle possible. When you're grumpy, when you're happy, when you're quiet, when you're sad, when you're nothing, when you're neutral, when you come back to that zero neutral space, when you're like, yep, I'm just sitting here, right here, hovering right now. There's nothing wrong with that. Come from that space of observation and really ask yourself what it is that you need to do to feel as though you're hitting those victories, or that victory is actually part of your daily life, okay? Don't forget that victory is a part of your daily life. Can I have a couple of these, please? Another one. We've got commitment. Wow. And we've got rock bottom. Holy shit. All right, give me a minute. Can I just have one more of those? Rescue. Wow. And one fell on the ground. Home. Holy shit. Right, so what Spirit's saying for you is that level of commitment that I was talking about before with a romantic relationship. If you're not in it yet, it's coming very, very soon. You might have felt like you were at rock bottom just till recent, or you might feel like you're coming out of that rock bottom phases now. Look how that's illuminated by the sun in my yard. Wow. So what Spirit's saying is if it is about romance for you, and you really are coming to that victorious space in yourself, you feel like a better person, you feel like a clearer person, you feel like a healthier person, you feel just like a fucking person, I suppose. You just feel like something has sparked within you because of the love you've been giving from the heal the ouch, as I was mentioning earlier. That's a level of commitment for you there. Now, you might have recently got engaged, you might be getting married soon, or it might be on the cards for you, literally on the cards. Spirit's saying you had hit that rock bottom space, but you're not there now. I don't think you're at that rock bottom space, honestly. Isis is saying, no rocks on the bottom. No rocks on the bottom. All right, rescue. You've done a lot of self-searching. You've really worked on yourself, and you are victorious, okay? Look, you're flourishing now, all right? You've got a lot of beautiful things going around you. You're in full bloom. You're in your own space. You're in your own private space where you can work on yourself and not give a fuck about what other people think, and you're home. I love this card. Look at the owl. There's time, there's clocks, there's fae on there. It's just everything. It's so beautiful, all right? This is a message that home is where the heart is. So whatever it is that you think is victorious on your own journey, you could just come back to yourself. You could have just been on this whole epic journey with family and friends and walking away from people and really putting people in their place and going, you know what, fuck this shit. I was sick of everybody last year. This year I'm focusing on myself, or what have you. Home is where the heart is. Home is your central space, your beacon, your inner light, if that's what you want to call it. And this is a confirmation from Isis that you are on the right path. Now with the carnelian, the temple of carnelian, she's actually asking for people to pull out some carnelian and wear it if you can. Wear it around your neck, wear it as a ring. If you don't have any carnelian to wear, she's saying put it in your pocket or put it in your purse. People should have carnelian in their purses anyway. There is some abundance coming here. There is something beautiful. I did say earlier she's going to show you something very soon, and be aware to that. Observe, okay, which was the card. Now, can I have a couple of these cards, because I'm running out of time and I've got 3 more piles. Okay, we've got rebuild, yeah. We've got listen, it's almost like observe, and we have heart chakra. Wow. Wow, home is where the heart is. I said that. Okay, what do you want to say here, Isis, please? Yeah, she's saying that the rock bottom element is where the rebuild has happened. It's all about how far you feel you have come. It's all about understanding that what you're doing in your life at this time is coming from that space. You've got that connection to the carnelian. Try and do some carnelian activations or frequencies. You can find them on YouTube. I do recommend YouTube for a lot of things, not just because I have a channel on YouTube, but I love YouTube. The stuff that I found on here is fucking ridiculous, right? And you've got your heart chakra and your listen. So the observe card come up. This is another confirmation. You need to listen to what's going on within you, not so much around you, but be observant of how you feel when you're around certain people, how your energy peaks, ebbs and flows when you're not around certain people. When you are around certain people, sometimes it's the removal of things that scream louder than their actual presence. Okay, so what you need to do is come from that heart space. You've got your heart chakra there. Really do some heart chakra stuff. I did mention earlier the root chakra as well as the solar plexus, so maybe just give everything a bit of a tune up. Can I have one of these? We've got light bearer. Wow. So spirit is on your side. Now shine came out, okay? The shine card come out, and spirit is saying that you are the bearer of light. Isis is really guiding and protecting you at this time. Don't think that you're not on the right path. You are very victorious. Even if you can't see it yet, it's happening. And we've got breadwinner clan. I love it. I love it. I don't know if you know the saying, the breadwinner, which is usually the person that brings in all the money into the family and provides for the family and things like that. Sorry, this is my own deck, by the way, the Whimsical Bitch Oracle. Can I just have 2 more, please? And then I've got to go to the next pile. What else do you want to say, Isis? We've got cleanse your friends list. Yep. If you need to walk away from some friendships and things like that in your life, just do it now. And we've got no is a power tool. Yeah, I've heard the saying before that no is a full sentence. No is a sentence in itself. So it's okay to say no. People might kick and punch and scream and carry on, or probably not really, but maybe, you know, that's what's going on here. You're able to say no. You're giving yourself that space to be victorious. No is very victorious. To be able to stand up and go, no, I don't care. No, I'm not interested. No, I don't want to do that. No, I don't want to do this. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. I'm happy with what I've got going on, with my new love, with my old love, with my fucking whatever you've got going on, you know. Spirit is saying no is a power tool, and Isis really wants you to pull on that at this time. Wow, guys. Victory, all right? That's what you need to work on, feeling victorious and knowing that you're in that victory state. Now, I'm running out of space on my camera to do these piles. This is the 3rd pile. So what have we got here? What is your card that we need to work with? From the Paradise Found Oracle. What is it that you need to work on? Wow, joy. That is what your higher self and your goddess Isis energy needs to be having you work on at this time. Okay, now let's have a look here. Flower of life. And there's a bird in there as well. It's a falcon. And she's got a flamingo on her head. So we've got, you are entering a fertile period of your life. You are guided to think of yourself as being creative and to surrender your control over how things will manifest, and instead allow them to do so. Don't resist change. Instead, go with the flow and let it happen. Now is the time for your blossoming. Wow, man. That's nuts. Absolutely love it. So that's why that joy card has come out. That's what you need to work on. Let me just pull out the rest. Education. A lot of birds here. Usually when I see a lot of birds in cards, it means that you're surrounded by angels. Feeling alone. Blossom and heal. Right. Just let me channel. Isis, what would you like to say? flower of life. You're entering a fertile period. You are guided to think of yourself as creative being, surrender to control. Yeah, okay. Right, so Isis, what she's saying is that there is a joy in every moment. There is a joy in every sparkle, every drop of water, every breath we take. There is joy, 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 joy. And sometimes people get really bogged down from that and don't understand that what they're going through is a phase of joy. With the education card and the feeling alone, this is what she's saying. People might be feeling like you aren't getting your needs met, or that you're separating yourself from the masses, from certain friends, from certain relationships, from certain ideologies and things like that. You really must feel as though you're pulling away from certain things in your life at the moment, either forced or by choice, even if it might be a forceful choice of yourself. Remember, this is all about our internal self and our higher self here, not from the external. And education card, so it's about learning how far we've come, how far we're willing to go, knowing what we can achieve and knowing what we've been through. Sorry, my glasses just came off. Knowing what we've been through in our life to get us to where we are now. Still come from that space of joy, all right? And we've got blossom and heal. So basically, this speaks for itself. Whatever it is that you're doing in your life, whatever it is that you're aspiring to work on, what you're healing, what you're trying to do for others, and it could just be helping somebody get off drugs. It could just be, you know, eating healthier, working out more. You mightn't be able to afford to go to the gym, or because of where you live, you can't go to the gyms and do aerobics and, you know, work out and stuff because of COVID, but you can actually set up a little space at your own home. You don't need much to work with. You can use things from your own environment, and that's what Spirit's saying. That's that level of blossom. Come from that space of joy. Be grateful, give gratitude, give thanks, be joyous, okay? And we've got heal. So the shackles have been removed from this man. Whatever he has gone through, he has let go, his release. His hands are open. He is open to receive that level of abundance, that level of joy. There's a lot of creativity going on here. You are entering a fertile period of your life. You are guided to think of yourself as a creative being and to surrender your control over how things will manifest, okay? But this is all a learning curve here. This is all a learning lesson. Can I have a couple of these cards, please, Spirit? Oops. All right, they've just all flicked out. We've got Sacred Pool, Slow and Steady, and Dragon's Lair. Okay, just let me quickly channel that. Spirit. Yeah, Spirit's saying that. I did say earlier, every sparkle of light, every drop of water, what have you, and the Sacred Pool cards come out, which has sparkles like almost fairy flies where this woman's floating around in this water. And this is what Spirit's saying. You need to come from that sovereign energy, whether you're a male or female, doesn't matter. Come from that royal space within yourself and go, you know what, I'm entitled to feel good. I'm entitled to relax. I'm entitled to have a great time. I'm entitled to put my feet up if I want to. Come from that sacred energy within yourself and pull on your own energy. Even if you're an extrovert, you can pull on your own energy. You're an extrovert, but you still have to wake up every morning and make yourself get out of bed. You know, that's got nothing to do with being an extrovert. That's an internal choice. Come from that space of sacredness. Realize that you really are walking the right path. You really have done the right things that you need to do to get you to where you are. Slow and steady. So you might feel as though what you've been through has been a long fucking process. You're like, oh my God, it's taken so long to get this far. I didn't realize there'd be so many bumps and hurdles and this and that and rah, rah. But don't worry about it. Spirit's saying you're on the right path and things are actually going to speed up for you now. So things that might have been a bit slow and a bit steady for you, you're like, oh God, I'm happy for the stability, but it's just taking a lot longer than I anticipated. Spirit's saying, yeah, you wanted the boost, hold on to your hat because you're about to get one, okay? And we've got the Dragon's Lair. As you guys know, I channel. My message channeled for this particular card is that you have some people in your life that are frozen over your system, some people that you're trying to thaw out of your life, so people that are controlling, whether they're emotionally controlling, financially controlling, just their presence sometimes is enough to trigger you wanting to think about old wounds, old habits, old different things that have gone on in your life. And Spirit's saying that's okay. Dragon has your back. You are protected. So even though you might feel a little iced over from what's going on around you, Dragon has got your back. You are safe. Spirit has you in a safe space, and you do not need to be frightened about that at this time. Okay, where's my bloody cards? Oh shit, they're all flicking out. No, can I just have one of these, please? Shadow. Yep. Wow. That's with the Dragon's Lair card, okay? The heal card. And feeling alone, all right? So whatever it is that you're going through in your immediate life, you still need to come from that space of joy. You might have recently experienced a death in the family and you're like, how the hell am I supposed to feel joyous? Nobody's asking you to feel joyous. What Spirit's saying is come from those spaces within yourself that you know brings forward those emotions associated with feeling joy. Come from that joyous space. Work on your shadow. Behind the shadow, there's a lot of blue here, so we've got some throat chakra stuff going on. And throat, the thing is with the throat chakra, and I think I've said it before, throat chakra isn't just about having a vocal way to communicate with others. It announces you every time you speak, every time something comes out of your system through your throat chakra. It's an enunciation. I am here, I am heard, I am speaking, I am making a sound, I am presence. Okay, and this is what's going on here. There's a lot of blue going on in the background, and then the solar plexus chakra, which keeps coming up today. So Spirit's saying you really need to push through that. We've got that dragon's lair there, so that could be why you're feeling in, you know, locked in a bit to do with that. Now, can I please have another Isis card, because I need to, where are my bloody Isis cards? Because I need to continue on. So I just want to see what comes up right now, because I've still got a couple of other cards, 2 more piles to get through. So what would you like to say, Isis? Oh, shit. Chariot of Ascension, Merkaba. Wow. Wow. A spiritual practice has come or is soon coming to your attention that will help your soul journey. Take your time to develop and practice your chosen spiritual discipline regularly. This will help you grow in power and grace, anchoring the spiritual light within the body of your soul. Whoa, that's to do with the shadow. And I actually had another one that flicked over and wanted to come out, and it is this one here. Okay, I've got an anchor around my neck. It says, Mother of Life. When life seems dry, depleted, filled with repetitive tasks, or simply stagnant and stifled, Isis, the Mother of Life, holds the ability to revive even the most numb, resistant, and difficult circumstances in your life. She calls to you now, seeking to bestow gifts of life upon you. Be bold and brave. Open your arms and receive. Wow. This is what I said. This guy is open to receive, right? His hands are open. He's like, come at me, bro. Come at me, right? I'm open to receive. He's got all that blue around him, like the shadow card, and there's that solar plexus sort of colors going on there, like this shadow card, okay? This is, you can't make this fucking shit up, right? It is what it is. It's coming out. Can I please just have 2 cards from my own deck, the Whimsical Bitch Oracle, to tally off this reading? What are your overall messages to do with this 3rd pile in association with coming from that space of joy? Isis is saying, you're doing a lot better than what you think, and people around you, reach your eternal, people around you mightn't want you to see that yet, but you're about to get rewarded a beautiful gift from Spirit. Oh, we've got, what's this? Drink water and entrepreneur. So don't give up. Don't give up just because people around you have brought you down and you've been going through some shadow, okay? You've got the Merkaba there, so you might need to work with Archangel Metatron as well at this time. I love Archangel Metatron. The first time I ever met him, I fucking shat myself nearly. It frightened me so much because I called him in and I didn't expect him to come in the way he did, because I work with a lot of angels and big angels at that, and boom, he was right there, and I said, oh, don't ever come at me like that again, you know. So we've got Richo Eternal, and that means pretty much the same thing. Eternal and Richo, it's a mirror thing. It's the same thing. What that means is what you put out, you can never take back. What you put out into the ether, into the universe, can never, ever, ever be removed, ever. You can manipulate it, you can adapt it, you can alter it, you can change it, but you can never, ever remove it. So be mindful of what energy you put out, what you think, what you feel, what you say. Really make sure you're coming from that space of healing when you think about these things, okay? Again, yes, there could be people in your life that have pissed you off or upset you, and you've been iced over from it, and you're trying to throw that shit out of your life. That's okay, all right? You've got the protection that you need. Come from that joyous space. Wow, that was a little bit heavier than I anticipated. Can I have the next pile, please? Pile 4. And your overall card that you need to work on for yourself, from your higher self and Isis, Goddess Isis at this time, is Hall of Records. Oh, wow. Okay, guys, this is getting all Akashic up in this pile. Pile 4 is about the Akasha. Woo! I love the Akashic Records. I'm actually studying the Akasha at the moment. I'm doing a certification in that. I'm always studying. I'll never not study. I'm still also studying a degree in voodooism to be a voodoo high priestess as well. So that's pretty intense. All right, let's see what these are. I'll keep going. The Dark Healing Chamber. Gotta love me some Dark Healing Chamber. Love it, love it, love it. The most challenging task is to take courage in both hands and journey within to meet our own dark self and begin the healing task of bringing love, acceptance, and light to it. The sacred purpose of any enemy, within or without, is to push us to venture inwards to seek and heal the darkness within. Wow. Somebody's come through shadow. We've got strength, war, number 44. Solar plexus, fuck, it's come up in pretty much every reading, the solar plexus, strengthening bonds, nice. And throat chakra, wow. Okay, just let me channel for a minute here. Isis, Goddess Isis, what would you like to say to pile 4? Okay, what she's saying is with the Hall of Records, the Akashic Record card that's come up, there is a lot of information coming in and out of your system internally at the moment for your own self. It's going up into the peripheral spirit world, it's coming back through your system, it's going out, it's coming in. There's a lot of old things, old codes that are being removed and recalibrated and upgraded. There's a lot of new things coming into your actual spiritual system, your DNA links and things like that right now. Wow. And what she's saying is that there's an energy of dark healing going on. And have you noticed this pile? If you've watched any of the other piles preceding this particular pile, it was really bright and sunny. The sun was shining through. The moment we've started this one, the sun's finally dissipated and it's gone darker again out here, okay? So what she's saying is that you might feel as though you're in a bit of a dark space, or you're a bit confused, or you just need some mental space from people around you. Even though you're in a loving, happy environment, it just means that you're sort of pulling back because you're going through these deep healing codes and you're going through these deep healing chambers. Now, if you can actually find an Isis healing or dark healing chamber meditation on YouTube, I'd recommend it. I wouldn't recommend doing that as an activation if you haven't worked with Isis for a while before. I think that you need to do a meditation before you do an activation, okay, so you can resonate a bit differently. So we've got strength, solar plexus, strengthening bonds, and throat chakra, and that speaks for themselves. Reading done. Not really. Spirit's saying you're strong. Us is saying you got the strength that you need. You might hear like this woman's holding the world in her hands, and it could be like you feel as though you've got the world in your shoulders, or you've got people around you that are trying to alter your world at the moment in ways that you really don't want them, and you feel like you're being tested or what have you, and you're tired from that. It's making you tired and weary, but Spirit's saying, don't worry, you're as strong as an ox. We've got your back. The solar plexus, that's a really creative space. You need to be working on your solar plexus. You really, really need to clear that up. I'm surprised you haven't had a bit of a sore chest or a bit of sore pulling across the back of your chest and things like that at this time. If you are, it's to do with the solar plexus. You might also feel like you might be getting a bit of indigestion, even though technically that'll come from the throat space or what have you. The throat card's out as well, so you might get a bit of heartburn and stuff like that. Spirit's saying please really work on those parts of yourself at this time, those chakras. Strengthening bonds. This is a bond with yourself. This is a bond with your higher self. We're doing that reconnection here. Again, all that solar plexus color in the background. Okay, Spirit's right up here watching over you. Spirit's right up here watching over you. Spirit's right up here. Those colors are around, okay? So what Spirit's saying is that whatever it is that you've got going on, it's okay to go, you know what, I'm getting strong from this, strengthening and strong, okay? Remember, this is from that internal space. Now, I believe that you might have somebody or one or two people in your life that love you wholeheartedly, unconditionally, and you're your fucking backbone at the moment. Give thanks, okay? Peaks of joy, exactly. Give thanks. And we've got coming to life. Wow. So once you get through what it is that you're going through at the moment with all these codes and stuff and these shifts and stuff happening that are all associated with what's going on in your Akashic and your Akashic record. Now, this is a message from Spirit to say that this is all predetermined. This isn't necessarily a message for you to go in to an Akashic meditation and try to find out some things. You can, but this is a message to say everything you're going through from this moment forth right now in your life is already predetermined. It's already in the record, okay? And we've got peaks of joy and coming to life. So there has been some darkness go on in yourself. And again, you might be in a really happy space, have a good life, have nothing sort of really too bad or too negative going on around you at all. But you might feel as though, oh, I'm just tired, I'm just exhausted, I just need some time to myself, or I just need a few nights away, or I just, for no other reason purely than you're just realigning. And that's what it comes down to. But there's those peaks of joy there. Spirit's got your back. Spirit's saying you're on the right path. There's a transformation. There's a butterfly. She's leaping off the cloud to meet this butterfly. She's like, I'm ready, man. I'm ready. Let's do this. So, that's really important. What else have we got here? Liberation, yo, and law of one. Again, well, some people say everybody on the planet is one. We are one as one. Without one of us, there is none of us type of thing. But this, again, this is about your connection and your relationship with your higher self and Goddess Isis at this time, okay? Liberation, going through that darkness, going through whatever you're going through, sifting through whatever you're sifting through. Again, it's already predetermined, but there is some liberation coming from that. There's that peaks of joy, and this is a confirmation with that peaks of joy. You do probably have some beautiful people in your life that are really supportive of what you do and what you go through, and Spirit's saying that's fantastic. The law of one. What Spirit's saying is that we are all interconnected. This is a bit Atlantean, this card, I suppose. It's all underwater, and there's a big, beautiful sort of city under the water here, and there's beautiful animals and everything everywhere, and there's an eye in the middle, like it's a third eye, like everything's connected. So I do recommend you to actually, if you have any odd dreams or anything, or you see specific animals and stuff, to take note of them and see what they are as your spirit animal at this time. Again, a totem animal is an animal that is with you for your entire life. You might have more than one, and then a spirit animal is an animal that will come into your life for a period of time to help you with that level of healing medicine and lessons at this time. And at the moment, there's seahorses and stuff all over this page, okay? So we're all connected, and you need to just remember that even though you're walking your higher journey in your higher self, it doesn't mean that you don't have to connect with others coming from other spaces as well, okay? It's already predetermined. We've got dreams coming true, yeah, and teach, yeah. So that's really beautiful because we've got the strength card here. So whatever you've gone through, you're learning lessons from that dark space or whatever it is, that little bit of ascension to do with the shadow stuff here. Okay, Spirit's saying that you're on the right path, all right? You've got to find that dark healing chamber to do with some Isis healing. The most challenging task is to take courage in both hands and journey within to meet your own dark self and begin the healing task of bringing love, acceptance, and light to it, okay? Coming to life. This is what's going on here. Dreams are coming true. You've got everything you want in the palm of your hand, Spirit says. And teach. This isn't so much about teaching those around you. Again, the solar plexus colors are all up the back here. This isn't so much about teaching those around you. This is about reflecting on every element that you've had in your life and going, you know what, I've learned from that, I've learned from that, I've learned from that. And there's a dog here, and dogs always mean to me loyalty of self for this particular reading, okay? You've come so far and you're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. Can I have a couple of whimsical bitch oracle cards, please, out of my own deck? We've got On the Rise with Thick Thighs, and we've got Copyist Karma. So just be mindful, there could be somebody trying to mimic you somehow. That's what Copyist Karma means, this particular card in my own deck that I own, that I've published. It means that somebody who's trying to mimic you or outmatch you or outdo you or sort of bring you down somewhere in their life because they are actually threatened by you somehow, even if it's a healthy threat, they will get their karma from that because they can't stop you. It's predetermined. Everything you've got going on, good, bad, ugly, indifferent, is all in the hall of records in the Akasha, and you're on the rise with thick thighs. So that's really nice. Wow, beautiful, guys. Thank you, Isis. Yeah, she's definitely saying go find that healing temple. Okay, pile 5. I really hope with all the love of my heart that this pile does not cut off. I'm really sorry if it does. Can I please have a card, what their overall, oh, divine love. So what you need to be working on with Isis at this time and your higher self is divine love. That is your focus. And look who's on the card. It's Isis. Aww. Wow, man. All right, let me see what we got here. What would you like to say, Isis? So we've got Katouche says, choose to release that which would lower your vibration into fear. Come back to love, stay true to yourself, and you shall inspire others to think or speak more positively when they are around you. Invoking the power of speech and words for your strength, protection, and spiritual growth will work effectively for you. Wow. Now we've got encouragement. Cool. Clarity of belief. Just breathe, and well-deserved reward. Wow. Okay. Again, divine love. What you need to be focusing on and working on for yourself at this time is your divine love, your love with Spirit, your love to yourself, your connection to yourself. You don't have to go, oh, I love myself, but you can go, you know what? My higher self loves me in unconditional ways that I couldn't even fathom down here in the 3D. Shout out, I love you, higher self. And that's where that divine love comes from, okay? You've got the support here. Choose to release that which would lower your vibration. Come back to love, stay true to yourself, and you shall inspire others to think or speak more positively when they are around you. And if they don't, fuck them off, okay? Encouragement. This is all the encouragement you need of yourself, to yourself. Isis is going, I've got your back, I support you, raise your vibration because you are divine love. Now to have a double Isis come through, this is just beautiful, okay? She really, really tends to you and really, really loves you. She's asking if you can wear some golds or some yellows or some bronzes, or even if it's jewelry, not so much clothing. There's no way in hell you'd catch me wearing yellow, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, she wants you to instill those colours at this time. Encouragement. She is saying, she is encouraging you. She is nurturing you. Mother-child energy. You can think of her as mother. And the clarity of belief. Okay, this guy's holding his heart. There's some transformation here. We've got the throat chakra going on. We've got some really beautiful third eye and crown chakra stuff and some heart space happening. So this is what that divine love comes from. Okay, he is sharing that divine love with the butterfly. Therefore, it's sharing it with him. We've got number 1 here, all right? And we've got just breathe. Don't worry about it. Again, there's yellow. She's wearing yellow. That's a confirmation for you, okay? This is a reflection of yourself. This is your connection and your commitment to your higher self. And I just said that. This is real synchronistic. You're getting a lot of confirmations here and well-deserved rest. So whatever it is that you need a break from, it's about to hit. You might feel, oh, I've just had a bit of a holiday. I've just had a bit of a break. I've just had a bit of a breather. No, not yet. It's coming, okay? Can I have 2 of these? Follow the leader, which is your higher self, right? And intention. Woo! Set the intention. Number 22. That could mean something to you. There's egg there. There's growth. There's new life. Okay. New beginnings, new life. Encouragement. Beautiful. So what Spirit is saying is that you are the leader of your path. All right. You know the path. You're on your spiritual path. This is where you're headed. You know, there's a clock here, but I wouldn't worry about clock. I just think that's more like a memory marker to be able to look back and reflect on how far you've come. If you can't say to yourself in the mirror or to yourself, I love you, like I could say, I love you, Amethyst. Thank you for a beautiful life. Thank you for every experience I've had. Thank you, higher self. If you can't do that like I can, you need to set that intention. Follow the leader. Listen to your inner self. Listen to Isis. Call on Isis for signs and synchronicities. Ask her for guidance at this time. Set the intention, all right? Because you've got beautiful things happening. So, can I have another one of these Isis cards? Oops, please. What have we got here? Beautiful. And it says magic and ritual. Effect in the external world can be created through inner practice. Heart-centered ritual can support your inner path in the physical world. You are encouraged to enhance your power with regular practice as you grow in grace, love, ability, and wisdom, applying your inner beauty to transform your outer world. Wow. Wow. How fucking beautiful. How beautiful is that? That is all in association with the divine love card. Jeez. This is a message for you. And look, she's got that big clock around her. And I said there's that clock on the tree there, okay? So this is what's going on for you. What you need to do is make sure that you're coming from that space of love. If you can't seem to love yourself the way you know you need to, call in your higher self and Isis. This is a clear message, okay? And what else have we got here? Can I just have 2 of these, please? What have we got? Manifest. It's the same setting intention and third eye chakra. I'd give your whole system a tune up if you can. Eat some green food. Maybe you need to eat green food. Eat some grapes and things like that. Isis is saying if you can have a bath, even if you can have a swim and put some beautiful oils on your body afterwards, what have you really come from that ritual mindset. Manifest what it is that you want at this time. Soak in the bath, okay? These are my own cards. The Whimsical Bitch Oracle. Can I have 2 of these to tie off the reading, please, Spirit? Wow, guys, this is beautiful. Oh, Omen. Oh, this is a mess. There you go. There's your sign. She's with you. And we've got energy doesn't lie. What you put out, you're bringing back in. If your energy doesn't match those around you, it's because you are vibing at a different space. But don't vibe at a low space, and that come up earlier in the reading. Set the intention. Even if you can't hit that space yourself, set the intention to bring in that divine love. Isis loves you, okay? She really supports you. She is the mother of life. So, blessed be, blessed are the witches. I'll be back in the next day or so to do the full moon reading for January 2022. Peace out.